is called throning.
Why does that sound so dirty?
It's not dirty, but it is.
Is that like the new version of a tea bag?
No.
You thrown somebody? Yeah, the relaunch.
The relaunch. We back, baby.
We back, baby. Better than ever with
Welcome
the Bunsen
back.
burner from Brooklyn, from Atlanta.
And that's the intro for the Unsingle podcast.
We're back. How
Yeah,
you doing? How you been?
back. It's been a little hiatus, and I've missed being able to do this.
Yeah.
And just like chat and stuff.
Yeah.
But
Talk like real.
Yeah. Get
Real talking. Get real dirty. Get grungy.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's that nasty work, baby.
We don't do that.
Okay.
So.
All right. We don't do that.
But yeah, welcome back to the Unsingle podcast.
Yeah.
We have so much to talk about. We're really excited. Like this, let's call this season 2.
Yeah.
Season 1 was very short-lived, but season 2, we have a lot of things.
Ooh.
In the
Are we
can.
talking about these things?
We have a lot of things that have happened.
I know.
That has, should we say,
You tell me.
you guys could be the first to know. I mean, I think people kind of already know. We have officially gotten married.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is
We haven't actually like said it.
we didn't even talk about it before the show.
We didn't. This is
No,
impromptu,
so-
as we usually do.
We got married, y'all.
We did. We're legally
So
married.
basically, how did we run it down? What happened?
What had happened was
So I remember bringing the idea a little bit ago, and I was just, this is a while ago. I was like, hey, Shan, like basically, like I know I'm gonna be with you for the rest of my life. I know we having kids. I know, like I just know. So like, I mean, we can always get like married if you want to get
do a little
married.
courthouse thing.
You know, and Shan's, you know, she's like, no, I kind of want to go through like the traditional sense, like we get married when it's time to get married. And then my body started falling apart.
Wait, oh, that is what happened.
Yeah.
He's getting old. Yeah, he's older than me. He's an old man.
So I used to play dodgeball. I would play basketball. I was working out with
Kickball.
Dan. I was playing kickball.
He was
I'm
an
very
active
active.
guy.
I'm an athlete. Like I love doing active stuff. But then when I was playing dodgeball one time, I kind of messed my ankle up. The video
The injury
crazy.
is
The
wild.
video crazy. It's on Instagram. Video crazy. I'm over
it on
here.
Instagram?
It's on like I have an archive.
Okay.
So like if you really want it, I can show it somewhere. But like it's crazy. I almost died. So I died
He's
with
not
my
even being
ankle.
dramatic. It
My
was really
ankle.
crazy.
My ankle
His
was
little ankle.
crazy. It looked like 2 ankles in one.
Yeah.
And then I laid like 2-3 months later, I hurt my knee.
Yeah.
My knee.
Y'all know how people look when they're voguing? Like that's how, if you look at the video of his injury, that's how he looked when he fell.
So basically, I was falling apart.
Yeah.
And Shan was, I think, I don't know if it was brewing in your head, but
I was like, oh no.
at some point she was basically, because I would be like, I don't have insurance. Like when you're an entrepreneur, you really have to pay for your own insurance or you
Yeah.
kind of just don't have it.
Yeah.
And basically,
So that kind of prompted the whole thing where I was just like, if we just get married, like legally, so I can have you on my health insurance and then we can just get everything fixed. So that kind of, I don't know if that's a right reason to get married.
That's
or
not the only reason.
It's not the only reason, but that's something that we were just like, because we know we're also having a destination wedding. And a lot of times if you're getting married out of the country, you have to legally get married in the States first to even have a marriage outside of the country. So it was one of those things where we're like, we're going to have to do it first here anyway. Legally,
so let's just get it done.
Yeah.
So we got it done.
Went
I'm
to the
on
courthouse.
her insurance, y'all.
Yeah, he's on my insurance now. We went and got it done. Had a little courthouse wedding. It was supposed to be really just like chill, low key. My parents ended up like coming, and then my brother-in-law ended up coming, and then my sister, one of my 3 sisters, ended up coming. It was just really cute, sweet moment. What was that?
But beware, y'all, when you get married to a woman who really overthinks a lot and is like, everything is like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and she's like sensitive, beware for the amount of doctor's appointments she's gonna set you up for. I got a colonoscopy set up. I gotta go get my vision checked.
My health insurance, and I've been every appointment.
I gotta go to like 4. I'm like, bruh.
That's right. I need to keep you around.
No, come on, G.
Keep you around. I got you.
Bruh, come on.
Got you.
Come on.
Let me find some more
I got my
doctors I can set you.
I'm about to get a
about to get a
tonsillitis
tonsil-
surgery.
tonsils
Yo,
taken
I'm like,
out.
bruh, oh my God.
I got your back, babe.
I hate the doctor. You know black people don't like the doctor. We don't like the doctor. We just don't.
That's why you have me. I am black, but still, I just can't deal the way my anxiety works.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, we're officially legally married. We do plan on having a wedding ceremony. It'll be really intimate, really small, in 2025. So.
Yes, we are doing marriage.
Yeah, we're still gonna have a
ceremony style.
Stuff,
walk down the aisle, all of that good jazz stuff. I'm gonna cry, hopefully, because we've been talking about it so many times. We'll see if I cry now. She said if I don't cry, she's gonna hem me up.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn back around. I'm like, we're gonna try that again. Walk down this aisle one more time.
Walking down and looking at me like, oh no, y'all, we trying this again.
Snack the mic. We gonna run this back. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be really awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We got our closest families and stuff coming. So far, we're still working on it.
Yeah.
That's been a lot of like hard work. We've been very busy lately.
Setting up the planning a wedding is a lot of work.
Yeah.
But
on top of everything else we got going on.
Yeah.
So I commend you for being a wonderful woman and never complaining.
Oh, thanks.
Because you don't ever complain.
I sure don't. You just see me in a corner crying.
I complain.
Yeah,
I complain though. I'd be like, man, I'm tired of all this great blessings coming our way. We'll have like 3 brand deals and like it'll be like good money and I'll be like, God,
yeah, but
I gotta go to Italy.
We work good together. We balance each other out because he is a complainer and I'm just like
I'm definitely a complainer.
Like let's just get it done and be grateful for these moments. So that's one of the things that works well with us working together and always being around each other. It's really good that we're able to balance each other.
And you're helping me learn how to be more mindful of that, which is good because before I wasn't like that. I was mindful that these are blessings.
Oh yeah.
You know, I mean, that's why when I'll still complain, but I'll be like, good problems. You know, I'm happy and I want them more, but it is overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that can be.
Yeah, overwhelming.
I got some stuff for us to talk about today.
You do?
I do.
Oh, okay.
It's some interesting stuff that I've just figured out
about
the world we live in.
Okay.
I want to talk about some dating trends.
Okay.
That I've like newly discovered and my mind is blown.
Okay.
So I feel like every generation has like, I guess their own like dating style, I guess you could say. Like even like our parents were like really into like courting and like proper dates and probably having to like go through getting parents approval, like all of that was a serious thing. And then like getting married younger was a thing. And then I feel like our generation obviously is more lax, but there were like things that started coming up through the laxness, like situationships became a really big thing. I think it's still a thing, but like there's these things that come up. Now this newer generation of daters, they have a couple of new trends that I came across. So tell me if you've heard of them. One is called throning.
Why does that sound so dirty?
It's not dirty, but it is.
Is that like the new version of a tea bag?
No.
You thrown somebody?
It's not sexual at all.
Okay.
It's not sexual,
okay.
so let's start there.
Okay.
So that's your first guess. What's your second guess?
Throning?
Throning.
If it's not sexual, maybe it's like I'm taking like maybe like I'm with you, but you don't know about it. We go together, but you don't know.
But you don't know.
Me and you, we go together, but you don't know. Delulu. It's the Delulu.
No. Throning is basically when you're dating somebody for clout. So it's like you're dating somebody to like get their like, whether it's like their social media audience or something, or they have like, if there's somebody who has like clout and so you're just dating them for that reason, like to gain whatever they have. There's a name for it. It's called throning. So that's what these kids are out here doing.
They do that.
Then they don't look so shocked.
Bro, that's crazy.
I don't think that's like a positive grounds for anything to actually thrive.
Okay.
But that's one thing.
Okay.
I wrote down some more. Let me tell you what. Micro-mancing. Any guesses of what that is?
It's like micromanaging?
No.
Okay. Marilyn Mansoning?
No. Micro-mancing is basically, it's like microdosing for dating. It's like very small doses of like romance. So instead of like doing like a whole like a, you know, a really like a dinner date and really like something really formal. It's like instead of doing that, it's just like a quick little like coffee meetup, or like something really simple and small, but it's still like romantic.
That's called dating.
You think so?
Yeah. But it has to be with multiple people?
No. But I think it's like it's the intention. It's intentionally not doing like really big grand gestures. You confused, you stressed.
I just don't understand. Like, why are we continuing to? This is how I know we bored. We don't have enough shit to do. Like,
So you don't approve?
we're built as human beings. We're built for survival. Like, we built to survive. When you're coming up with new terminology, like micro dating, because I guess macro dating, what is it?
Mancing.
Micro-mancing, melanting.
You gotta get it right.
Okay.
Get that
Gotta-
micro-mancing right.
When we're coming up with these terms, we don't have enough stuff going. Like, there's not enough going on in our lives. Like, the fact that we have to micro. Like, at what point is macro dating too much to where you have to have a micro?
I just feel like in general, people have gotten to a place where they're like scared to put themselves out there.
Yeah.
Like they're scared to be vulnerable. They're scared to put in effort.
Yeah.
Because I guess maybe fear of rejection, or like if shit goes wrong, then it's like, damn, like I did all that for a person and like it didn't work out.
Yeah.
I think is the premise, or like it's a deep rooted thing. I don't even know if people realize that's where it comes from, but I feel like even when like before I found you, even like when I was dating, I felt like a lot of people just have this like very surface level view of like dating, like even with situationships and entanglements and all the all these other things. I feel like it's just based off of not wanting things to get too deep, because if it's too deep, then it's like that's like a danger zone.
Well, if you don't want things to get too deep, that's really just enrooted trauma. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, so go heal and then come back and then try it again. It's just like anything in life. Like, you fail at it and then you try it again.
Yeah.
Because when we first start off dating, most guys and girls, they're pure for the most part, unless they have an overstimulation of negativity in their lives from their parents or whatever, like, or just have a bad depiction on men and women based off of their upbringing. But it's like, you go out into the world, you date someone, and you're like pure and you're good and you're happy, and because you grew up watching Disney, and there's always a happy ending.
You're talking about me? You know I'm a Disney kid.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You might be in there.
Yeah.
But somewhere around there. I ain't specifically talking about you, but you might be around there somewhere.
Yeah.
But then we end up having like heartbreaks and stuff. Like, end up having
Like
things
trauma,
that may cause trauma, depending on how things ended in the relationship. So with trauma, all you have to do is like learn to deal with it, because you can never fully relieve trauma. It'll always be within you, but then you learn how to deal with it so you can move on to the next person.
Do you think any of these things are actually like can be conducive to like can these things lead to a long-term relationship, or do you feel like all of it is just like bad? Because I feel like there could be pros and cons to some of these things, because even there was like what's it called, or soft launching, like that's a trend too, but it's based on the premise of like, you know, before you're actually serious with somebody, you don't really like, you don't post them on socials or like really like claim them until like you know for sure. And it's like maybe that is a good, like that doesn't have to be a negative thing, like maybe that is a good thing in this world of like social media and like everybody navigating relationships and stuff differently. Yeah. Like maybe those are good things, or do you feel like
I feel like the energy you put out is the energy you receive. So if I'm like with you, when we came to this, did you have any reservations about me? Did you like think, did you have thoughts like, or answers that you had questions that you needed answers to about me when you met me?
Well, of course, I don't know you.
Well, I'm saying like you met me, like we went on a date or we started dating. Yeah. Did you have like a bunch of questions after we had started dating?
I had more intrigue, if that's what you mean. Like I was excited to date you more.
Yeah. But like as we were together, like, but I'm saying like you knew that I was intentional.
Oh yeah. yeah.
Right? And obviously you don't know me when we first meet, but with consistency of being the same person.
Yeah, your actions followed up with your words.
Yeah, eventually you were like, okay, I know who this person is, right? And because of that, you can make the best decision whether you want to stay or you want to go.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if I come into some certain things with a certain presentation, like let's just say I'm soft launching. Now, also, there's something to say about like people who like go on a date and then they just post it on this date with this person.
A little crazy.
A little crazy on both sides. Both sides.
It's a little crazy. A little
But also, like, I think you do the other person a service if you are consistent with the person that you are instead of doing and being things that you aren't, right? Like, if you're not ready to date, because to me, micro dating is that. I don't know what the technical term is.
It just means you're not ready.
You're just not ready.
Yeah.
So why don't you micro date yourself?
Oh, it's a bar.
Why don't you?
It's a bar.
Why don't you micro date
Oh,
yourself?
I'm looking in the lens for that.
Micro date you.
Yeah.
Figure out what about you that you like and love, and then you learn to love yourself on a macro level, and now you can share that space with someone else.
No, you're right.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I will say, I feel like, especially I feel like you made a statement basically saying like when you're not healed, it's easier to allow that trauma to like basically base your dating patterns off of. Like that's why you're more like reserved or not ready that's why you're doing stuff like micro-mancing, and once you are healed, I feel like when I went through that journey and became healed, I feel like in general it's more beneficial to be vulnerable and to put yourself out there and be intentional, because even if things don't work out, it's like at least you can still say like you were your authentic, genuine self, as opposed to like being so reserved and being so scared that it's not going to work out, that if it doesn't work out, it's like it's almost like that question of like, dang, if I would have just said this, or if I was just honest about my feelings or whatever. I feel like if you from the jump are just transparent, it kind of erased, like you can't be mad that you were your true authentic honest self.
Yeah, and it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out.
Like that's okay.
Yeah, a lot of times people have a hard time like doing that though. It's crazy to think about how many people have such a hard time just being those true selves in front of other people.
Yeah.
But it comes with a lot. Like people will judge you, people will take advantage of you, right? That's happened. We've seen it happen just in regular friendships that we've had. So it's like people do that in relationships. And when you're vulnerable and when you are truly yourself in front of people, I feel like that's one of the greatest superpowers to have. Because it's not easy to just be yourself. You know, like we live in society, and the society tells you that you need to be pretty in order to have worth. My society tells me that I have to work hard or have work to have value, right? So it's like we both live in societies that tell us certain things, but really just being our true selves is all we really need. That's enough. And if that works for you and your partner, then that works for you and your partner. If it doesn't work for you and your partner, then obviously there's someone out there for you and for me. And that's how I believe. You know, I'm very disclaimer, y'all, I'm very black and white. So you're gonna always have an answer out of me, you know, because I feel like there is a certain way to go about things, right? And that's for me, truly, that's kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, because if you're not even your authentic self, then how do you know the person you're with is for you?
Exactly, because you're
Like,
displaying something completely different.
What are we doing?
Like
Yeah, I don't know. I agree with that. I think that's accurate. I also think another trend though that I saw was it's not a trend, but like getting the ick. Have you've heard of that?
I've heard the term. What is the definition?
And I don't know if this is more, I feel like girls get more of the ick towards guys, and I don't know if I hear it the other way around.
Ick sounds like ill.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Like it's a very small, like insignificant thing.
Yeah.
Like say something falls and you go to pick it up, but then like your butt crack shows a little bit. And I'm just like,
It'd be funny because sometimes when I bend over, I know my booty crack open. And I'll be like, damn, I know Shan behind me. She gonna be looking at my booty.
Well, it's different because we locked in. But imagine like
I can see a woman dating a dude.
that's what I'm saying. Like imagine you're in the dating phase
Yeah.
and you're just like, you see that?
You
It's
see the
just like-
booty? Is that, so let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
First date, you really like the guy.
It's a first date.
First date.
Go ahead.
Guy's good looking. Y'all already on the date. So like you vibing with him and you know, like, damn, I like this. I could see him potentially maybe one day, but potentially I might be early. But I could see him as a husband, kind of
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like it's coming towards the end of the date. You drop your purse.
Okay.
He goes to pick it up for you. The booty crack all out, a
It's
little bit of hair on the
Oh
booty crack.
no, it's got hair on it.
He stands up. Where do you go from there? Where do you go?
After I fix
Are
my
you
face.
icking?
Am I what?
Are you icking?
No, that's instant ick. Are other people
So you
around
cutting them
to-
off?
No. I won't cut him off. Mm-hmm. But I will have to somehow erase that from my memory.
Okay.
Because now he's trying to have conversation with me. And all I see is hairy booty crack. That's all I see.
You're like, now he's trying to have sex with me. Now he's trying to smash.
That's all I see.
He showed me too much body
That's all I
part.
see is hairy booty crack. And he's trying to ask me what I want for dinner. So I would have to and this is like obvious. That's okay. If it's a great date, like all the things that you said, he's a great guy. It's amazing. I can get over that.
What if it's like a average or a medium? Like
No, immediately no.
Okay. All right.
I've seen what I need to see.
Excuse
Like
me.
I'm good.
Sir.
If I was
Sir.
already, sir, please,
Sir.
just leave my purse.
Sir.
Just leave my purse.
Sir. I got it. I'm gonna walk you to your car. Sir.
Yeah, if I'm already like on the fence or not like vibing with the situation, if it's already that, and then an ick.
That's the crack
situation
that broke the camel's back. You see what I?
Guys.
You see what? You see what?
And sometimes corny jokes can be an ick too, guys. For example, live in effect. It's a live demonstration.
Sometimes corny.
Sometimes bad jokes can be a deal breaker.
It's all right. We locked it. We locked it. I ain't
I
got
waited
nothing to
until we
worry
were
about.
married to start doing
I
all-
waited till we were married. Until I started bringing out all the jokes. I only brought the best ones out, but now I got access to all of them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, so
that's
do
funny.
guys have icks for girls? Or is it just a girl? Is it?
So let
just
me
the other
break.
way?
Let me break down the male biology. So yes, we do, but we also have testosterone. So what happens is there might be an ick.
But y'all disregard
men
everything.
notice edges and wigs. Like that's my ick.
Y'all notice the screen door
If I
parting?
if I see your hair and then I see like the band
That's an ick.
and then like a whole nother texture of layer hair, that's my ick. But if testosterone come around and it's been a while,
Get out of here. Get out of here. Well, get out of here. What are you saying?
some sacrifices gotta be made. Some icks gotta be there. It's cool.
What you mean?
I'm just saying.
What you mean?
If the ass sitting the way it need to, but the wig splitting a little back,
we
we might have to the side
I can't
so we
see,
can take the
I'm
drum and put it in
blind.
It's true though.
That's crazy.
That's how men are. You got to understand, we have a clear conscience and then our testosterone comes in and it just fucks everything
So
up.
that's kind of why an ick doesn't exist for y'all. Like y'all see things, but
Yeah.
you willing to throw all your standards out the window.
I will see an ick. Y'all know this is true. I will see an ick. Not see, because we married now. I have in my
Wait, you
past.
talking about me?
No. I have seen your hair.
Stop.
We ain't gonna talk about it because this is my wife. I
I
can't tell her about
just
it.
got my hair done.
No, you good now, but there was a
My
time.
part is a little bit crooked.
Shane had this little phase where she kept wearing this one wig, which I thought it was real. I thought it was a real hair because I'm not that good. And then like there was one day,
Wait, when is this?
I think we're at your parents' house.
Okay.
No,
Were we
were
married?
No, yeah, this is recent.
Oh,
This was past
recent?
like a month ago. It was, I had seen, we were at your sister's, baby.
Do we need to cut the camera?
No. This is what you came here for. We was at your sister's baby shower. Surprise.
My wig was showing?
We was outside. I told you after the fact.
This was after?
That's when I saw it. You can't be mad at me for telling you your wig. It's your responsibility for your wig to be on your head.
And then you got the ick.
Baby, your wig was, you know how T.I. when he was wearing his hat? That's how your wig was sitting. Your wig was sitting like, your wig was sitting like T.I. I said, you'll see me in the street shouting, you'll know me.
My wig was not sitting on the top of my head. On the back of my head.
You was the king, homie.
That's crazy.
Dog, your wig was crazy. I told you though, it was crazy though. But it's cool. It's cool because it happens. But like I'm trying to say, us men, we will put our icks to the side if it's been a while because we be conscious. We'll see things and we're conscious of them. But then the testosterone will come in and it will override those feelings if it's been a while.
Why are your eyes glistening? Are you crying?
It's funny. This shit funny because it's true. It's true. It's true. Jordan's back there. We have help for our podcast now. We have Jordan and Naomi back there. Shout out to them too. They know. Well, I know Jordan knows.
Don't be nodding your head, Jordan.
I know Jordan knows. Jordan knows. He'll see, I wouldn't, but normally, but shit.
That's nuts.
That's where shit came
That's
from.
where it derived
That's
from.
where it derived. Shit. Fuck it. I'm with it. I'm telling you, that's the truth. I done shit.
And women, that's why we need to maintain our icks because they out here going shit.
Plus, there's probably some women out there that do it too.
Yeah, there are.
Y'all haven't, I think our threshold is just different than your threshold.
Obviously.
But there's definitely women who are like,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Y'all do it in different ways.
What do you mean?
Y'all be like, he broke, he ain't got no money, he definitely would be a terrible father. He don't know how to manage nothing, but I bet you that dick good though.
Those are.
So what do y'all do?
I'm parched.
So what do y'all do? Because that's a lot of icks. He got 14 baby mamas, but
that's where people have friends with benefits. That's where that comes in. Play.
Which we've talked about before.
Yeah. That's what that is. It's crazy.
Anyways, at the end of the day, none of this stuff should be going on.
So should this be a thing that like actually stops you from dating somebody? Like how do you bypass? Well, I guess this is not a question for you apparently, or men as much, because y'all just say fuck it. But
we don't say fuck it. The testosterone within us says fuck it.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Okay. Should an ick be something that's actually considered when like you're figuring out if you're wanting to date somebody for real?
Like do icks matter?
Do icks matter?
Especially
if it's something like consistent, not just like the booty crack showing.
I think you have to just weigh it out. Like, to be honest, like with us, like, remember when I came into talking to you, I was like, I normally go after women who are like super, super, like more voluptuous, I guess you could say. But like, to me, when I sat down and thought about it, I was like, your pros heavily outweigh the cons. Like for me, what I'm normally used to going. It's not a con. It's just a body type is not a con. I'm sorry.
You're what you typically.
And I said it in the wrong way. Just so to clarify, like it's not wrong for you to be like a smaller body type. So I apologize for saying con, but like what I normally or typically go for as far as women are concerned, right? So for me, it was like you have so many good qualities. And I'm definitely like, as men, when we're ready to like settle down and marry someone, we of course we want a good looking girl. Everyone wants someone that they're attracted to, but we more want the qualities that's inside, that's built for marriage, built for like a mother. You know what I mean? So like you were killing it on all of those qualities. And my thing was like, if she's not necessarily like the strong body type that I'm going for, like that's fine with me. Like I'm okay with being able to like you know, I'm still attracted to you.
Sacrifice had to be made.
No, it's not like, because I'm still attracted, you know I'm attracted to you.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not attracted to a woman, like it's even hard for me to like sexually like have, like get with her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'm attracted to you still, like it's not nothing like that, but it's like more of a like,
but that's not even an
preference
ick thing. I feel like with the icks, like I feel like if it's not something like, if it's something that's fixable, then like you should be able to get past that, or you know, like just say something like, "Hey, pull up your pants," or like.
So is a butt crack showing fixable?
It is. Like,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You just
okay.
pull up your pants real quick. Like that's a fixable thing. Like just speak up a little bit, or especially if it's something that's like reoccurring, or like bad breath is an ick.
Yeah.
You know, I don't.
Well, what ick is
that?
not fixable though?
Maybe like if they're cross-eyed.
We going after the handicap, baby? You know it's a family-friendly podcast,
Not
baby.
fixable.
You know this family-friendly.
Not fixable.
This adult family-friendly.
So I'm just saying.
You
asked the question, I answered. Hey.
You telling me if he looking that way and looking at you at the same time, you ain't gonna give him a chance? You tell him if he got your back.
Don't make me laugh at this because there's somebody watching
You tell him
multiple screens.
You tell him if he got your back and your front at the same time, you not giving him a chance?
I'm just saying, you're not about to get me canceled. If
he multi-talented, baby.
If it's fixable, then you should let it go. If it's something you cannot get past and it's not fixable,
baby, that's
discrimination.
discrimination.
That's what you take it
That is
serious.
discrimination. That is
Not you standing up for the cross-eyed community.
That is discrimination, and I will not. I will not accept that from you.
You're tearing up.
I will not accept that from you because I'm hurt. I'm hurt that you would say such a thing about these people.
Why are you crying?
It hurts me.
That's crazy.
Because I thought I married a whole different woman.
That's crazy.
Ah.
I do want to say on that note, if we have a forum, we're gonna put it on the Patreon and also on our Instagram, on the Unsingle Podcast Instagram.
Yes.
We want to know you guys' crazy stories.
Yeah.
Any crazy icks that you've experienced while dating, just crazy stories, especially as it relates to this episode or just like anything else. Share it with us. There's a form you can fill out, and just detail all that happened. We want to know like how you felt, what had happened, who was crazy, what, you know, give us the juicy stuff.
The juicy stuff.
And you can get featured in the next episode. We even have some stuff that we want to do with that as well. That'll be really, really fun. So and it'll stay anonymous unless you want a shout out or something.
Yeah, if you want a shout out, we'll give you one. If you want it to be
otherwise
anonymous.
it's anonymous. But yeah, share those stories with us so that you can be featured in the next episode.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, we had to cut for just some technical stuff.
Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah.
I do want to talk about one more trend that I want to know if you actually think is valid, because I feel like you kind of have a stronger connection to this than I do. But
okay.
Dating based on Zodiac signs.
Ooh, you know, I love that.
I know you do. That's why I'm like, this is right up your alley. Now, I didn't even get into this. I knew it was a thing, but like just my background, upbringing in my social circles, we never really got into Zodiac signs and like stars and what this means and who's compatible.
Yeah.
Your sun, your moon, your rising, all that. Never knew what any of it meant, never really cared, never believed it.
Yeah.
I did know there were certain Zodiac signs though that that consistently I happened coincidentally to not like or like.
Yeah.
That's all I know. But I feel like this generation, people take that stuff very serious.
Yeah.
And I know you're into it and like you care about that stuff. So do you feel like that type of thing is like a valid thing to consider when it comes to dating?
Absolutely.
Really?
I think you should. I don't think it should be like the deciding factor. Like I think if your signs don't align, like I don't think that's, oh no, we can't, because it's so much into it. It's so intricate. It's not just you're a Virgo and I'm a Scorpio, which water, earth. So essentially, you keep me grounded.
I'm water.
You're earth.
I'm earth.
And I'm water.
Yes.
So I'm like a flow. Like you notice, and that's in real life. I'd be having an idea. Then the next week I'm like, no. Then this week, like I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
you're more grounded, right? But there's more to just the main signs. Those are your sun signs. There's other signs that also go with it. There's like your top 3. So I think, from what I remember, I know I'm a Capricorn. My main sun is Scorpio, and then there's one other thing. I think Libra, something else. I don't remember how. It's been a while since I really looked it up.
Yeah.
So those come into factor as well. Like, as far as like sex, our sex signs could be very compatible, right? Like, there's just different elements to it. So I think people will take like, oh, you're Virgo, I'm a Scorpio, and we just match. Just like, no, there's a lot of other like sun signs. There's like
But
Pluto,
you do
there's
think it's
Mars.
something to be considered.
Oh, absolutely.
So like even on our first date, if like I said, I don't know what's not compatible with a Scorpio, but let's say I said something that's not compatible, is that something that you would have been like, that would have made you second guess things?
It would have been in my mind. I would have been like, okay, our signs aren't necessarily compatible, but it wouldn't have stopped me from like getting to know you. Like, so I would have still got to know you. It just would have been in the back of my mind. That's all. And then I probably would have dove deeper into like all of your like signs.
That's wild.
Yeah, just to see where we are compatible and where we're not. But to be honest, I don't think we would have been as compatible if you were. I think it's the fact that we are those signs that make us, we're extremely compatible. And I've actually never, I'm sorry. There's only 2 people in my life where our signs connected, you and my ex-fiance. And we were the most compatible out of like you and me and her at the time when we were together. So I believe it. Now, I'm not saying everyone has to believe it, because I don't think that's what defines a relationship.
Right.
Because I don't think compatibility is the determining factor, because we all know once your relationship goes longer, there's going to be things that, like that you guys go through. Like you've been in a relationship for a long time, so there's ups and downs, there's ebbs and flows. So it's like you got to be able to like tough through those things. But regardless. So it's going to take work regardless. Like, to build a solid foundation and build a strong relationship. But I do think it makes it easier when the signs are compatible. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know, how do you feel about that?
I mean, it's hard for me to say because I'm not that like informed about stuff. Like I don't know what ground and earth and water and fire. It sounds like it's Avatar.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing, but like, so I just in general, I'm not like that informed on it. I don't know how much I like believe in it because I'm not that informed on it. Like I said, I have like noticed that there just happen to be some zodiac signs that I'm like consistently either like don't mesh with or do mesh with, and like I'm like, okay, well maybe there is something to that. Like even earlier today, I hated being that person, but we were working with one of the actors, and he was asking a lot of like questions. Like we have actors that come in and do skits with us all the time, and none of them asked the questions like how he was asking, and was like very analytical. And I was like, are you a Virgo? Because everything he was asking, I was like, these are the questions I would be asking too. Like I can see why he like I get it. And he was like, I am a Virgo, and I was like, dang, there's some like truth to some of this stuff.
And even think about the lady you got me on my birthday.
Oh yeah.
She did all of that based off
your
of
birth chart.
So Shan got me, I don't know her technical
what was her?
She's like a life coach through Zodiac, but basically she goes in, she
like
looks at the time.
I don't remember what it was called.
Her job is to look at your sign, look at the day you were born, the time, and where you were born, to tell you who you are. So when people or society deems you different, you know who you are. That was basically her job. And she to a T. Oh my, I was like crying on the phone, on the thing. 5 minutes in, he was crying. Yeah, because I was like I always feel misunderstood for the most part, because I'm a creative and most creative people do. But when she came and basically was like, I'm here with you, I understand you, this is who you are, I was like, bruh, like, it was like, so like the fact that she can tell me that tells me to me that there is truth to like being born and having the sun sign and the sun. I'm just not as in depth with it as I used to be. So I don't like know all of what this sign does and this. I can tell you who's probably compatible, but it's been a while. So.
Yeah, I feel like I guess what it comes down to is just balancing it. Like to be completely all in and just be like, oh no, off rip, like you're this type of sign, so we're not gonna, like I'm not even gonna date you, is a little bit too intense. But there could also be truth to it. There could also be something to consider, or at least like understand maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. Yeah, just because I wasn't super into it, there's certain signs that I probably would stay away from just based on my
previous relationships, that trauma. But you gotta heal, because not all of those signs, because your ex was a Taurus. Not all Tauruses. My ex was a Taurus too. Not all Tauruses.
Chris Brown is a Taurus and he crazy.
I'm just saying, you gotta heal, because not all of them the same. There's an unbalanced Taurus and there's a balanced Taurus. And that's true for every sign.
Except Virgos, which are perfect.
You was on balance at one point too.
Who?
You.
August Virgos are perfect.
Okay. You sound unbalanced with that statement, baby.
Anyway, I think that's all we have today.
That's all we have for today.
That's it. We just want to talk about some trends here and there. Like I said, please go to that forum. We really want to hear you guys' stories. We want to do better with like connecting with y'all and hearing you guys' side of things, if anything relates to this episode.
Yep.
If you have some ideas or anything you want us to talk about on the next episode, like leave a comment. Let us know, talk to us, and we do our best to like respond and like read everything and all that good stuff.
We back, baby. Also, before we get off, I just want to say this one thing. Two things. We're not licensed professionals, because I always say that because I don't want people to be like, oh my gosh, they're licensed professionals. We're just two people who are experiencing life, who had a great love. We had a great love story, and we want to share that with the world. So we feel like our purpose is to help share that and help Black couples.
Just Black healthy love.
Yeah, Black healthy couples, because most societal things show negativity in the Black community. That's what we're here for. And the second thing, which is I learned recently, well, I didn't learn it, I knew it, but I didn't know the percentage. Did you know, because they keep having this narrative that Black men don't like Black women and vice versa, because there's like a war between us, which is not true, because 85% of Black men that's making less than I think $200,000 a year marry and date Black women.
Say it again.
85%. This is the statistic. This is the numbers.
85%
of Black men
that make under 200K.
Yes.
Under 200K.
Under 200K, date/marry Black women. 95% of Black men that make over 200K date/marry Black women.
I kind of want to get into that. That sounds like a topic for next
We'll talk about that another time. So the fact
that's
one of the biggest narratives we got to debunk, because I've been tired of hearing, oh, Black men only want to date outside their race, especially when they get money, and vice versa. We don't talk about it as much for Black women, but regardless, we love each other, y'all. It's not, don't let people tell you any different. So that's all I wanted to say.
We're going to get into that. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check, if you're not subscribed on the Patreon, subscribe to the Patreon. We're going to be on YouTube. Yeah, we're probably on YouTube now. So on YouTube, we're working it all out. TikTok, Instagram, the everywhere. Unsingle podcast. Yes. We out here. Boop, 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 boop. Bye. Yeah. Yeah.